So we're here today to talk about the yoga retreat and answer your questions, any questions you have. So feel free to write them in the comments if you have any extras that come up while I'm talking. And yeah, I'll go through, like, a bunch of people have sent me questions, so I'll go through those. So the yoga retreat, 5th to the 9th of May. Those of you booked on, I'm super excited. I'm so happy you're booked on. It's going to be really a beautiful moment, a beautiful experience. It's such a lovely spot, and I'll be talking about that a bit in a moment. Some people have asked about the location, and it's lovely location. And everything that we've got planned, the whole schedule, everything involved is a real kind of heart offering, and there's so much meaningful content that will really speak to you and allow you to completely de-stress and let go and feel held in a beautiful space. And then when you come back, it's nearly summer, so that is something to look forward to. So, to answer some of your questions, firstly, how advanced? So I've been asked about the level of yoga, and the answer to that is it's open to all levels. So if you are a complete beginner, you're very welcome to join. I provide modifications, and this is all about confidence and kind of feeling happy in yourself and settled in yourself and what you already know and can do. And the confidence takes practice, and so that's why yoga is such a beautiful example and representation of building confidence, because you start off not knowing anything, and then you build and grow and you learn how sort of capable and fit and able your body is, and learn about its intricacies and its nuances, and I love that. And so yeah, this, in terms of level, we meet you where you are. If you're advanced yogi, we'll be approaching, looking at each day an advanced posture. So for example, headstand, because these are the postures that allow us to push our boundaries a little bit, fear boundaries, and go that little bit further maybe than we normally would, or try something new. And if it's not new to you, then you can just go ahead and practice what you already know, or take it a little bit further, try those postures that you find challenging, because there's always one. So I leave space for that. I leave space for us to look at the more challenging postures. So all levels welcome. I provide modifications, and it is a held space. So I will meet you where you are in terms of your level of yoga. And it's a small group, so it's intimate, and we'll all be on the same page. It's going to be a really held group, a really encouraging group. So we can all sing each other's praises and build each other up, which would be lovely. Okay, so next question, type of yoga. We've got vinyasa. So vinyasa is like a flow yoga, movement with breath. It's dynamic, it's energizing, and it kind of allows you to get into a vibe and just flow with your own breath and rhythm. So it's a really kind of dynamic style. And then in the evenings we'll be doing restorative, which is the yin to vinyasa's yang. And the restorative yoga is slow, deep. We hold postures for much longer. Really breathe into them, deep stretch, super relaxing. It enhances relaxation and stress relief. And so this is like the perfect time to do the perfect style to do before bed, because then your nervous system just relaxes completely, super tranquil. Okay, and then we have aerial yoga. Aerial yoga is so fun, and that's one of the most beautiful things about it. It's a really fun thing to do, and definitely challenges the norm. Again, if you're not used to doing aerial, then you're perhaps experimenting with postures and the material, the swing, the actual silks, in ways that you've never done before. We get to go upside down, which is good on so many levels, and it's also very kind of exhilarating and it's fun to do. All of that is optional. Every single part of the retreat is optional. And if you've not done your aerial yoga before, I do have a blog that I will link that you can have a little read about it and see what you think. And if you try it out and it's just not for you, there is no requirement to join in. You can just say, actually, this isn't for me. But it's a really safe practice. We're low to the floor. I'm a trained aerial yoga teacher, so I know how to keep you safe. I know all the contraindications, and that's also linked in the blog, so you can check out if it's appropriate for you to do. So yeah, aerial yoga it basically allows us to kind of sink into the muscles and the fascia a little deeper because we've got that resistance of the sling. And it is so fun. And we can do like lots of cool things with aerial yoga. So, it takes it to a different level, but we still link movement with breath. We still adopt the same postures and then some more kind of fun, creative postures too. Okay, so that's the yoga. It's a women only retreat. And it's, like I said, only 10 to 12 people. So it's a lovely intimate group. And there's going to, in fact, I think, most people in the retreat, it's women. And it's just going to be us guys. Yay. Super excited to try the aerial. Yeah, no, it's such a great practice. So yeah, women only, nice and intimate. Is going to be beautiful. Logistics. So yeah, logistics are, when you arrive, it depends where you're coming from. I know quite a few people so far are coming from Bristol. So there's flights with EasyJet. The best airport to come to is Alicante because there's a shuttle from there. But if you can't do Alicante, you can go to Valencia. It just means a train and a bus and a metro. And so it's a longer journey for sure, less direct. But so Alicante is ideal. It's the closest. There's a shuttle service. So if you all arrive at a similar time, then the shuttle company provides a bus, and the bus is 28 euros per way. We need to let them know 48 hours before travel what flights you're getting in on and stuff, and they'll meet you there and take everyone to a bus stop, which is in Denia, and then we'll pick you up from there. It's super close to the retreat centre from the bus stop. So we'll arrange for transport from the bus stop to the retreat. Yes, so I think that's the logistics. Let me know if there's anything else you want to know about that. There is a private service as well, but for the private service, you all have to be arriving on exactly the same flight. I know that a couple of you guys, you two, are arriving at about 2 p.m. and the retreat starts at 4. It's flexible and it will take about an hour to get from Alicante to the retreat centre, maybe a bit more. So that's perfect. So if you book on and you are not sure, then message. We can sort of see if we can link everyone up to get that shuttle, even if you're coming from London or from Cornwall or from wherever. We can see if we can tie it all in, as long as you arrive in Alicante. So in terms of times that the retreat starts and finishes, so it's officially from 4 p.m. on the Thursday, which is the 5th. And then you'll come in and get settled and find your room and make yourself acquainted with the place. And Then at 6 p.m, we'll have an opening circle. So like a women's circle, opening circle, everyone gets to know each other, and I'll explain everything about the retreat and what's going to happen, the schedule, etc. And then we'll eat dinner about 7 p.m. Okay, so it would be great if everyone's there for that. If when you all book your flights, those of you that haven't already, if it's going to be later, then I'll have a look at the schedule to see if we can change it a little to accommodate everyone. But ideally, we want to be starting, so everyone there by 6 p.m. Because it's nice to start and finish together as a group, as a whole. It kind of really maintains this cohesiveness, which is helpful. And then at the end on Monday, it finishes at around 10, 11. So we'll do some yoga and meditation in the morning, have some breakfast, and then you're kind of free to go. I think we have to leave the premises by 11. So that's all good. Flights, yeah, I think I covered that. There are ones there's EasyJet that fly and Ryanair. So have a little look. You might find some other flights as well. Those are the ones I've found. Do message if you want some info about that. But some people are arriving on different days. So that's also an option. If you want to like come a day earlier or leave a day later or whatever, that's up to you. But some people are arriving at about 2, I think it's about 2. So yeah, that's an ideal time, really. What to pack? So, I mean, I'll make a list closer to the time and I'll send that to you all by email, so you've got it all written down. But basically, swimmies, yoga gear, a little towel, maybe some sun cream. The climate in Denia is supposed to be really good. It's really temperate climate. And we're 3-minute walk from the beach, so make sure you bring your bikinis or your swimming costume. So don't need that many clothes. It's easy to overdo it on clothes and never wear them. I am so guilty of that. And flip-flops, maybe some trainers, something warm. I would recommend bringing a couple of warm things, obviously phone charger, passport, tickets for your flight, that sort of thing. But yeah, I will definitely make a list closer to the time. You don't need like a yoga mat or yoga equipment. That equipment is already there for you. Is there anything I've missed? Oh, and shampoo, conditioner, toothbrush, toothpaste, that sort of thing. Shawl, you might want to bring a little kind of shawl to put around your shoulders. We will be doing meditation fairly early in the morning, so it's quite nice. I love to have a shawl around my shoulders during meditation. It just kind of allows me to feel warm and comfortable. So maybe bring that. And it's also useful for the beach or whatever else. So COVID. The regulations at the moment for entering Spain is that you either have to be double vaccinated and have had your last vaccination within 11 days of travel, or you can travel with a proof of recovery certificate within the last 6 months of getting COVID. So you have to have had COVID within the last 6 months of travel. And you can get that from the NHS. There's an NHS thing that they accept that says, you register that you had COVID, and it gives you a barcode, and they accept that. The rules might change and we can't guarantee that at all, but I would have thought that the rules will only change for the better in terms of them being more relaxed with accessibility. Those are the rules at the moment. You also have to have a Spanish health control form. That's just something, if you look on the Gov website, they'll tell you everything you need. It's really easy to get the health it's like a passenger locator form, and you fill it out online. I'll send links to all this closer to the time in an email, so you've got it all. And you can just go in and fill it out. You just got to do it like before you land in Spain. Okay. So yes, what is cacao? Cacao is raw chocolate, and it's been used ceremonially by lots of different kind of cultures and indigenous peoples for many years. It's known to be a heart opener. It's also full of antioxidants. It's a stimulant, and what is more, it's really so yummy. It's so yummy, and when you drink it, it really, I said to Carla the other day, it feels like a hug in a mug. It is just so good, and it's a heart opener. So we'll have a cacao ceremony where we drink together and then do some journaling and maybe do some dancing or anything that comes up. We can kind of talk and share, or not talk at all. It's going to be like a really safe and nurturing space, and a sacred space. So that's going to be a beautiful ceremony, and that will be on the Saturday night. And then the location, I've already said a little bit about it. Denia is an old port town on the Mediterranean. It's really popular. It's got lots and lots of amazing shops and restaurants. It's got a lovely beach. It's got a port. It's historic, got lots of historic museums and bits and bobs that you can go and visit if you want to be that active. The retreat is just outside along the coast, but it'll be easy enough to get to. And the retreat centre itself is located in this gorgeous little garden, which is just very tropical. There's a pond with a turtle and it's got such amazing vibes, this place. It's 3-minute walk from the beach. It's literally on the beach. The accommodation is like that. It's dotted around the garden. There's a big swimming pool. The accommodation is comfortable, and everywhere has like its own toilet. Each room has its own toilet and shower. There's like a big mountain just kind of in the background. So you've got the mountains, you've got the sea, and then this gorgeous little kind of paradise garden retreat centre. It's really lovely. The time of year is May, as you know. So in Spain, sometimes there can be rain. It's still warm, but there can be rain. So just there's a heads up, maybe bring a raincoat. You probably don't even need one, because if it rains, you can be inside. That's fine. But if you would prefer to bring a raincoat, then go ahead. Yes, anything else? Maybe bring a book. Oh, of course, bring your journals, bring your pens, bring yourself, bring an open heart. Food is, we've got our chef, who is a nutritionist. She's got a degree in the microbiome. She knows her stuff, and she's also a chef, so it's perfect. So she'll be creating meals. And all meals are included. All meals are included. So you know, unless you want to go and eat elsewhere, so breakfast, lunch, dinner are included, and we'll have some kind of fruit to eat, like to snack on or something. So you shouldn't need to eat anywhere else, but if you want to, then you can. If you have any more questions, drop them in the comments now. And if you're watching this on the recording and you have some questions, just ask if I haven't covered anything. So thank you. I'm super excited. And give me a shout if you need anything else. Big hugs, guys. I'll see you there, or I'll see you soon.